hard decisions, fear of missing out on important things, places, parties, hidden shame. Maybe you live alone. Maybe you're newly single or divorced. You have little to no friends. Maybe you have money issues. You have relationship issues. Maybe you have a fear of being judged. And all of this is suppressing the real you. In this video, we are going to be discussing how to deal with loneliness and what you could do about it. Hi, I'm Karesh Hadel, your mindset and success coach, and I help professionals and entrepreneurs achieve sustainable growth and work-life balance so they could reach their full potential and achieve fulfillment in their lives and businesses. And in this video, I want to discuss how to deal with loneliness and really want to delve into why it really occurs and offer a few perspectives how to overcome it. We all get lonely at one particular time. There is never a time there's never a person that never suffers from loneliness. Even if you have people around you, loneliness isn't just in terms of not having anyone to talk to. It depends on the issues that you're struggling with. It depends on the difficulties and how touching that they really are. Not having the appropriate counsel, not having the appropriate listening ear, really has us feel lonely inside. We might be living with someone, sleeping next to someone, being around someone daily, and still not feel like we can talk to them. Okay, so loneliness is a very common phenomenon, and we're going to look at how to deal with it. The first thing here is that you need to understand. The first thing here is that you need to trust yourself and understand that you're going through it for a reason. There is something that's unresolved. There is something that wasn't given full attention. There is an area of your life that may have been compromised or is underdeveloped. And that is why you feel lonely right now. That is why you're going through these bouts of loneliness where something just isn't right, or it cannot be that way. You may be socially awkward. You may have simply grown up with technology and not going out or not really talking to people as much. And now you probably live alone. You're among less people. You're in a different role, and you don't really have anyone like-minded to talk to. So understand that your past, your actions, what you did not do, has something to do with it. It's so easy to blame other people. It's so easy to blame external parties. But the first thing I want you to do is to accept some personal responsibility for why that is the case for you right now. Secondly, understand, and this goes in line with the first, understand that everything in life is a test. Everything in life really is supposed to challenge you, or else you wouldn't be growing. So see the fact that you're lonely as you want learning about yourself, and secondly, you wanting to grow so that you're not that way and you can overcome it. Whatever the cause for that loneliness is. And really see it as an opportunity for growth. And loneliness, chronic loneliness, can lead to depression. It can lead to real suicidal thoughts. And this is not to be played with at all. But however, seeing it this way empowers you to actually not give up and actually commit to being a lot better off. Commit to actually doing something about your present situation, even if it's just going out more. And especially in the time where it's a recession and many of us work from home, especially with the pandemic and the lockdowns around the world, it is quite common, and that is a test for all of us as well. So seeing it this way really empowers you to not feel so much of a victim and actually see it as something that you could just learn to overcome and not have happen to you as often. Next, understand that success is not linear. It actually happens exponentially. There is a degree of unpredictability to how we succeed. It's never, many people in many autobiographies like to say that a particular activity caused something, but it's never that simple. The point here is that many of us, in our loneliness, we maybe have a business, maybe we have something that's not working out as well, and we're going through a tough time, and we're contemplating giving up, and we're contemplating just not pursuing that particular cause. Maybe we may be going through a situation with someone close, and we really want to throw in the towel on them in a particular way, and it's just tough. And you have to understand that, especially in the area of business and really you trying to get to a higher goal, it's not always linear, meaning you shouldn't always see what you're going through as a path to really helping you get there. It's making you a stronger person. And understand that what really pushes you over the finish line, it may actually be unpredictable. Yes, that is not popular to say. However, there is an element of luck to our success as well. So once, as you're feeling lonely, you need to understand that, first of all, yes, it happens. Yes, it happens to all of us, especially those at the top, especially those with leadership positions, that stroke of a pen, decisions impact the livelihoods of millions, or those who work under them. And understand that a lot of success, even when you're struggling, isn't always linear. So if you're persistent, it will come. You have to be strategic, of course, but understand that it's never stepped. And understand that you need to persist even when you feel lonely. So this is really helpful because we have the tendency to compare ourselves to people, especially on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube even, and other platforms where their life seems so perfect, and we have the illusion that they never went through a period of struggle, they never went through a period of where they just wasn't quite getting it right, and then eventually they're there. So understand that you may just be in that stage, and be proud of being in that stage. Don't be downtrodden about it, but be proud of the fact that it's not perfect for you, but be willing to do what you have to do to get there. Because success isn't always a step. That your defining moment, you might not even be sure what it is. And as much as you're struggling, as much as you really going through the motions, doing the work, as things begin to work, it really begins to take off. It's just like a YouTube channel. We post these videos, little engagement, eventually it massively picks up. That may be the case in your professional life. You may be pining for a promotion, or your company, your website, your shop may not have enough customers, may not have that much traffic, and eventually with consistent action, it begins to pull through. So understand that the loneliness happens to us in many areas of our lives, and it's normal, and you need to really see the whole picture to fully appreciate this stage. So let's look at a couple tips, a couple pointers to actually deal with it. First of all, go out in nature. You need to go outside and socialize. You need to get outside of yourself, the awareness of your problems, and really just your own bubble of consumption. Whether it's online media, social media, the thing with those platforms, as good as they are, and as much good as they've done, they promote a lot of false friendships. Meaning, you may see someone online, they may like your post, like your videos, but there is no genuine connection. Very few people call each other, or can actually call someone else, or rely to have someone else call them if they're really having a bad day, if they really need something, if they really need help. And spend more time connecting with those people who have such a meaningful connection with you. Okay? So it's not just about the friends you have on Facebook or any other platform, it's about the real friends that you have. And typically spending a lot of time online or in our bubble typically only exposes us to such people, and we do not make time, or we ignore the real life relationships that are actually made, that actually give us a sense of joy, fulfillment, or we don't feel alone in this world. So understand that you need to really get out of yourself, get out of your ecosystem of awareness, so that you could really not just get the help that you need, but you could also become more aware of what's around. How can your problem be solved? And in doing so, it will really allow you to become more creative. It will really allow you to look at your own issues from another perspective and overcome them much faster. Next, you will really have to get moving. You really have to take the actions that are necessary. And this will come up because it's important. And a lot of loneliness really comes from us having too much time. Having too much time and not being accountable to anybody. And technology gives us this perception that time is free. And it's not. Opportunities are everywhere. Opportunities are gained. And you lose opportunities every day. Every time you do not take action. So the same way you were to pay an employee by the hour or whatever their compensation package is, understand that your time, whether you're at the beginning stages of the business or you're established, has a dollar value on it. And you need to value your time more, and you need to procrastinate less because you're literally burning money. Next, join a support group. There are people who have overcome your issues. We are not that unique. And I know it's not sexy to say this, but many of us, our issues are not that unique. And they will really help you because they understand your problems in depth. And if you have an addiction, for example, and you're depressed about that, or you procrastinate a lot, there are groups that could really help you specifically with practical steps to help curb that addiction, to help curb the procrastination, and to really help you with whatever is deeply wrong. Okay? So get a support group. Or speak to someone that you really confide in. It could be a friend, it could be someone that you're paying to actually professionally assist, and really get the help that you need. Many of us, we isolate ourselves and we do not give ourselves a chance to be heard or even to even listen to others. So that is something you really need to get to. And finally, if you're experiencing chronic depression, any debilitating medical conditions, seek the services of a professional practitioner. I am not a licensed medical professional, so understand that if you really believe that your issues are dire, if it's really affecting you, seek the guidance of a professional. Because many times our issues are much deeper than what's at the surface. So I hope these pointers help. Loneliness is a multifaceted issue. As simple as it may seem, we have different stresses, different traumas, and it is always wise to get a second perspective and to get outside of our own to get the help and the solutions that we need. If you would like help, if you would like really a second perspective on your life to help you plan out, map out your goals, to really help you get your life back on track so that you could be the effective leader, professional that you really meant to be and have the fulfillment that comes along with that you desire, simply book a clarity call, a simple initial clarity call at creatorhall.com/call. The link should be in the description. If this video resonates with you, leave a comment below, like, share and subscribe. Talk to you soon.